All right, this is the Yamaha SX920, a great keyboard synth that has built-in accompaniment, a great way to learn how to play along with a band. Jazz, bossa nova, fast salsa, orchestra, rock, blues, dance. Over 200 rhythm styles to play along with. Best of all, this band will follow your chord changes without trying to grandstand or play too loud. You play lead with no bandmates interfering with their out-of-control egos. The built-in accompaniment will instantly follow your major, minor, seventh, and other chord changes. An easy way to learn to play music. One of the great features of the 920 is layering instruments to get a deeper, more interesting sound. This is done here with these buttons. You can layer a guitar with a wah-wah, a second guitar with a good blues tone, and a third with a resonator or feedback distortion. Get your guitar just the way you want to sound. Layer a bass sax with a tenor sax and a soprano sax for a beautiful sound with a much wider range, all 8 octaves of deep saxophone. You can layer 3 organs. You can layer a bass guitar with a bass drum. Recording is easy. Just press audio recording and spontaneously record one wave or MP3 track. If I want to record separate tracks and layer one over another, that's relatively easy too. Up to 16 tracks with 5 recording a style and 11 tracks recording other instruments. A mic plugs into the back of the keyboard. There is a sophisticated number of controls to set. It has sustain, cutoff, compression, a low, middle, and high mixer, reverb, a long list of harmony types and vocoders. Yeah, you can use a vocoder to sound like a robot if you wish, but I prefer a smooth duet harmony. The internal computers are sophisticated enough to eliminate feedback from the mic and speaker. Over here we've got the styles, over 400 styles: rock and roll, pop, dance, R&B oldies, jazz easy listening. Here you've got some controls that you can program to make changes, such as reverb. You can add reverb or eliminate it if you don't like it, just turning it down. Here we've got little variations on the styles. There's 4 different variations and a break. This is how you can end a song using one of these 3 buttons here. The third is a more complicated ending. The first one is a pretty simple 5-second ending to a song. Here you've got the start and stop for your accompaniment. Here you've got registration banks. So this is the registration memory here. These are 8 buttons that you can program so that if you have a favorite layered instrument, let's say here, this is saxophone, and this is harmonica, harmonica is really tough to do on a keyboard. Harmonica is tough on a keyboard, but you can get a pretty decent sound with the harmonica. Most of these are guitar solos. I'm recording all this right now to a thumb drive that's stuck in the back of the piano. And, oh, that's my organ. That's actually one of them, I think, is St. Paul's organ. And then I've got a jazz organ and a rock organ layered in. I love that sound. I just love the sound that you can get out of this instrument. These settings here, there's some kind of program thing you can do with these, and to be honest with you, I don't really use them. This is all multi-pad controls. I don't use them much either, but it is very interesting. You can add, like a cymbal sound and stuff like that. That's the way that's the default setting, is like cymbals and different kinds of percussion instruments. And then here you can drop down an octave if you want. And or go up an octave. Very simple way of transposing the octave that you're in. Up here you've got all the voices, everything from woodwind, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass. You can mix them all up too. It's amazing the depth of the sounds that you can get just by layering 3 instruments together. And on the left side, the lower 2 octaves, you can change the voice. If, let's say, you're playing an organ, and the organ sounds really great up here, but down in the lower 2 octaves, the organ tends to get a little bit muddy. You can change the lower 2 octaves here to a bass guitar. If you want to try using a bass guitar or any electric guitar, actually sounds pretty good with an organ playing in the upper 3 octaves. So that's it for the talk. Yeah, I don't want to bore you to death. It has chord loopers and ability to, loop the accompaniment, and it's very simple to program in. You just start it, and then you just play the 4 chords you want. It'll just loop them forever. So that's about it with the talk, and I hope. I'm not a professional musician. Okay, let me put it that way. I'm an amateur, but man, I have a lot of fun with this keyboard. This is so much fun. The built-in speakers sound fabulous, and you can get maybe just a slight bit more depth if you use like a 16-inch bass speaker or some kind of a deep acoustic speaker, and you can tie that into the back of the keyboard as well. Many thanks to Sweetwater. I think this is about the 4th keyboard that I bought from Sweetwater. And man, I tell you, I will sit here sometimes and just play for 45 minutes to an hour and just have a tremendous amount of fun with this synthesizer. This is just amazing.